Hello, everybody. Welcome back. My name is Nick Ellis, PC Computer Guy. I run a local computer repair business here in Indianapolis, www.pccomputerguy.com. Or if you need help, 317-883-PCCG, 883-7224. In this episode, I want to talk about spotting scammers. That's one of the most common things that goes around these days, is scamming. And it's nothing new. A lot of people are afraid to do things on the internet because of the scams, but scams existed long before the internet. There was phone scams and many other scams that went around, and even today we hear about AARP scams going around and things of that sort. So I had an actual exchange that happened yesterday that I wanted to share with you guys to try to it's always hard for me to tell you how to spot a scam because the scams are always changing. People are always devising new things, so really you have to have a laugh test kind of thing going on to see if it seems reasonable or not. So I can't point out every single way, but I'm going to show you as I go through this example what was going on in my mind. So I copied and pasted the email in Word so I can remove some of the sensitive information, but I received a call from a call service. This is actually unique and kind of new. And the call service, it's one of those things where if you are deaf or mute, you type your information and then a call service, a relay service, then tells me what the person wrote, and then I talk back to them and they type the message back to the person. It's designed for people with disabilities. However, this person used it, I guess, as a way of keeping some kind of anonymity. So after they asked me if I could purchase computer things for them, I told them I could, but I don't deal with supplying equipment, I deal with repairs. But I do buy computers for people and then set them up in their houses if that's something that they need. We exchanged email addresses, and then I received this email from that person, from IT Always. And it's like, good day, nice talking to you over the phone. Hopefully you're doing fine. Got your contact information from the web. That's my first clue, is since I've been doing some search engine stuff, getting on the first page, this is happening more frequently. But anyways, and then they have very specific specifications. Now, I told them that I have to mark things up when I purchase them, so sometimes it's best for you to go and purchase it, especially if it's a large order. So this person right here says, here's the exact requirements that I want, which is kind of odd, but possible. So then we go a little bit further. It's like, I also would like you to quote me on these things. And you see this whole long list of different products. Now, I told the person that I wasn't a supplier. Why are they supplying me with all of this information? That's the question. That's kind of odd. So I replied, I said, are you looking for a supplier? If so, that's not what I do. My business is computer repair. I'm not a supplier. I can research what is locally available, but the prices change regularly. If you're interested in having me pick up some of the items for a business or residence, then I can deliver them to you if you want me to do that. This person then replied and completely ignored what I said and said, go ahead with your research and get some prices for me so that I can make payment through you. Here's a big tip. First, they ignored completely what I said. A lot of the scams have a script that they go through the script and don't really respond too well. Now, this person actually did a lot better. A lot of times there's a lot of typo mistakes and a lot of different telltale signs with bad grammar or improper use of wording. But this person really didn't do too much of that. However, they did completely ignore the context of what I said. It's like, I'm not a supplier. And then I can make payment through you. So the person is like offering me money already, trying to, make your eyes bigger than your mind kind of type thing. So I wait for your reply, including the quote with commission fees. Okay, so then I asked the person, what address do they want me to deliver it to in order to create an account? Now here is the big one. You can deliver it to them at your end, then I'll schedule a FedEx to pick them up from you. All right, something's very fishy here. The person is refusing to give me really any kind of useful information. They're not giving me their address. Essentially, I can tell you what's happening. They want me to order the stuff, and then for FedEx to come pick it up, and then essentially it's traced back to me, and there's no way to really trace it to them. So the flags are going off all over the place. These are the things that you need to be watching. Your exchange isn't going to be exactly the same, but there's going to be tips like this that happen. little telltale signs. So I just made up some nonsense quote, and I said that we can order the iPads and the iBook Pros, and I just gave them random numbers, and I gave them my payment information. I decided to go ahead and do this so that I can at least get one of the credit card numbers that they had available, and then report that credit card, obviously without processing the transaction, but letting the person know that their information has been compromised. So I quoted them the information. They asked what size iPad and all of that. Some very specific information here that goes back and forth. Then here you go. I need 50 units of these. Really? I told you I'm not a supplier, and all of a sudden you want 50 units of these. What makes you think that a local just Joe computer repair shop that doesn't deal with supplying things would be able to order 50 of these for? They're not looking, they don't really care. They just want me to get the iPads to them so that they can run off. So I just, did the math, gave them a total, and they asked, can they make the payment? I said, go ahead and make the payment, gave them the link to that, and told them that they have to do it promptly. So I started scamming the scammers a little bit. And then they wanted an invoice. And it's like, you got to be crazy. You got to pay before I can give you an invoice. So then I'll submit payment now. And then here's another telltale sign. The link was not successful through PayPal. I wonder why PayPal couldn't process it. Probably because something's fishy. And then they ask, can I provide the information so that you can process it? Yeah, sure, okay, whatever. Yep, go ahead and do that. So then, of course, they gave me some credit card information. And I removed this information, obviously, to protect the identity of the person, but who emails their credit card information, and what kind of person would deal with... I know if it were me and I was dealing with a business and I was ordering 50 iPads, I would not mail them my credit card information. If they couldn't take the online payment and had some kind of official-looking ordering mechanism where everything's tallied, I get a receipt and all of this stuff, then I would be a little bit suspicious. Especially, you notice the person didn't ask me for any information. They were willing to give me $27,000 without really knowing very much at all about me. There's another red flag for you. So they gave me the credit card information, and then I told them the credit card was declined. I obviously never ran it. I called the bank and reported it to them, and then they said split the amount. That's something a little bit more fishy again. There could be some kind of charge limit, but unfortunately I was able to verify the bank, and then the person on the credit card name said that there was no such order. Now, I actually never talked to that person, but... it's pretty clear what's going on. The person replied, how is that possible? I just stopped replying to them. They stopped replying to me. Now, if this was really Cassandra that provided her information, she might be a little bit concerned and follow up with some more information, but she's not followed up with anything since. You know why? Because it's not Cassandra. It's some kind of scammer wanting to scam somebody out of $27,000 worth of stuff. So this is just one way to... again, going back to what I said before, there's no way where I could say watch out for A, B, C, because the scammers are always trying to evade A, B, and C, and they're coming up with new tactics all the time on how to pump you for information. But if it seems too good to be true, if something seems fishy, then it probably is. Now, you don't need to be paranoid. There's people at the other extreme that won't do any online banking or do any kind of internet transactions at all. As long as you have a good antivirus, there's plenty of security and stuff out there to protect you. There's SSL encryption. In fact, in a lot of ways, I feel that it's safer than actually doing things through the mail, because people can steal your mail, and then if they steal something with your bank account number on there, I mean, you can get a lot of information through that process. So, there's risk no matter what you do. However, if you use some common sense, if it doesn't pass the ha-ha test, then there may be something going on. So, I hope this is helpful to people out there. I hope this helps you avoid being scammed. And if you have any questions, just shoot me an email, nick@pccomputerguy.com, or give me a call, 317-883-PCCG. That's 883-PCCG. Also visit my website, www.pccomputerguy.com, for more tech tips on a whole bunch of different things. There's articles, podcasts, videos, and more. All right, so www.pccomputerguy.com. And until next time, stay safe.